Alright guys, welcome to another episode of A-Rod's Garage here on YouTube. Today we're going to be undressing the 454 big block. Giggity. And so mostly it's going to be for storage purposes, and I want to start getting into what I actually have here on this big block. If you guys notice, this is where the block ends, but all the accessories, it just makes storage a little bit harder for me, especially when I'm on limited space here. We're going to be checking out the harness and make sure getting all the accessories off, taking the harness off, checking the condition of the big block. So stick around for that.
Alright, so first things first, what we're going to do on this motor is take the old harness off without damaging it. One of my good buddies, the friend of mine who actually found this motor for me, wanted the old harness because he has the same exact model truck that this motor goes in, so he wanted the harness just in case. The next thing I was going to try to take care of is getting the alternator off, because that was the one thing that I knew with decent certainty that I'll be able to take off without damaging the rest of the motor or the front assembly of this motor. All right, so this is where I've gotten to. Got the entire harness off. Bunch of the extra stuff off, kind of. Got the alternator off. Now we're gonna be doing this pump. We're gonna take care of that next, and then hopefully take the whole front of the assembly off, including the water pump. And then from there, we're gonna get into the carburetor, all the carburetor hoses, and then take the headers off, and then see where we are from there. To continue taking off the front assembly, everything went very, very smooth, luckily for me. My biggest concern when taking apart the front assembly of this motor was the bolts or nuts being seized on the motor, because I don't have any idea if this motor had been exposed to any water or anything like that. Luckily, everything came off without too much hassle.
All right, so the guys who told you not to worry about. So I got a stuck bolt, so 3/8 ain't gonna work. This is a 1-inch adapter, and 1-inch adapter to 3/8 drives. Let's get it. Easy, easy. Might as well do it.
Alright, so luckily for me, that actually wasn't a seized bolt. What had happened was that there was some oil dripping down the block, the valve cover was leaking, and some of the grime just got into that bolt and was just making it really, really tough to get it off. But with a little bit of coaxing, it came off just fine. Just a disclaimer, you guys can do this too. No special tools were used in this video. Everything I have is from Harbor Freight, believe it or not. The only thing that is any specialty would probably just be the open end wrenches, like for brake lines, and you could get those at Harbor Freight for like 10 or 15 bucks.
Boom. Water pump is out. Actually, correct that. Power steering pump is out. Boom.
Looking like a clown, not moving my hips. So stack up the band, I'm not gonna stand when I hit the drums hit. Shake, shake, rock and roll. Shake, shake, rock and roll.
I think that is the fuel something. I don't know what that one is, I'll be honest. And then we have our alternator off. So the only thing we have left is our, I think this is a water pump. So we're gonna take that off. It's usually gonna be a couple bolts. Hopefully those aren't seized, because that's gonna be a pain in the ass. And then we're gonna clean off the top of that motor, because it's got a lot of weird stuff in there. Yeah, so still got a little ways to go, but to be honest, with the way I do things, I'm surprised it's going this quick. So let's keep going.
Shake for me, baby. Let's have some fun. Dance until the morning sun. Shake, shake, rock and roll. 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 Let's have some fun. Dance till the morning sun.
All right, guys, so we got this stuff off, and we kind of have our first bad news of the motor. If you guys look right there, there's a lot of crap coming out of that. So we're gonna see what's going on with this. However, I wasn't planning on using the intake. I was actually gonna go to one of those EFI fuel injected, but we'll see how this looks. Let's get through all this stuff and then go from there.
All right, just finished taking this off, and that can't be good, right? All right, guys, and this is where we got to today. Headers are off, carburetor's off. I don't know why, but my vacuum is not really working right now, so I gotta get through all this. We'll do a deep clean video on this puppy pretty soon. But as you can see, took off all the accessories. Everything is here, the alternator, power steering pump, fuel pump, and sorry, not the fuel pump, the fuel filter, all that stuff, the old harness. So got a lot done today, super excited about it, and then we're gonna do a deep clean video next. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and if you haven't done so, make sure to go follow me on Instagram at A-Rod's Garage. Thank you guys, until next time, we'll see you later.